Namaste, welcome to Arthaniti. India has been experiencing the worst of heat waves since the last 2 months. This has been the hottest March in the last 122 years and the hottest April since the last 100 years. Now, this is not a new phenomena. Which has only occurred this year. This has been happening for some years now. In 2015, only 9 states in India had recorded heat waves. The number went up to 23 states in 2020. Now, such heat waves have adverse impact on not only agricultural production but industrial productivity as well. Our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi has offered to feed the world because of the ongoing Russia Ukraine crisis and the shortage of wheat which the world is facing, right? Russia and Ukraine together accounted for nearly 25% of the global wheat exports. Now, to fill in that gap, we have to produce that much extra wheat. But do you know, because of these heat waves, Punjab, which is the wheat capital of India, has recorded 20% lower output of wheat this year as compared to the last year. So you can see the impact such waves have on agricultural produce, right? We have already lost 100 billion working hours this year alone because of the heat waves. If and when the global target of warming reaches 2 degrees, we are set to lose more than 200 billion working hours. So you can imagine the impact of such phenomena which has on our economy, right? Can we ignore such heat waves to be a natural phenomena anymore? Well, I think we all know the answer, which is no, and we know we have to act to reverse this man made climate crisis. But do we have an answer? Do we have a sustainable solution? Well, that is still a distant reality. We always get away by saying how a singular usage of an AC at home or a car that we drive is going to change the world from global warming. You know, my in laws, who till now had never used an air conditioner, cannot live without an air conditioner this season. They were always pro climate and resorted to various ways like curtains, the grass curtains, and fans, and wetting the floors and keeping the temperatures cool. But this year, none of that worked and they had to put on the ACs. Well, if this is the case with people who are aware about what needs to be done, yeah, let's not talk about people who are unaware and still are ignorant about such things and use the resources that they have only for personal benefit. But do we have a planet B? That is the question that all of us should ask ourselves. We know the answer to that too. We do not have any other place to stay as of now. So we have to preserve what we have. Well, United Nations has given a list of things that can be done at individual level to fight this adverse effect of climate change. I'll list down those one by one. What it says is save energy at home as far as possible. Switch to LED lightings or to appliances which use electricity in an efficient way. We in India have the star ratings. Always look out for those ratings when you buy electrical appliances, right? The second thing that they say is give attention to the means and modes of transport that you use. Now, owning a car and driving around in a car is something which is so commonplace in India. Why? Because the state of public transport and the infrastructure that is available is not up to the mark. But with metros and public connectivity coming up in major cities across the country, we should give preference to such public transport wherever and whenever it is possible. Switch to walking. If you want to go nearby, switch to cycling. It will add to your health as well as the health of this home that we are residing in. Correct? So consciously changing the way we go from one place to another is very, very important. Now, airlines or aeroplanes, which we use for fast travel, are the biggest polluters. So, as far as possible, when and wherever possible, if you can do the same work remotely, please resort to that. Correct? If wherever it is not possible, there is no other alternative as of now. Correct? But we have to consciously change our habits for the ways we go from one place to another. Correct? Then the second thing, the third thing that the United Nations has propagated is switching to a plant based diet. Now, animal farming is one of the biggest polluters of greenhouse gases in the world. And as far as possible, if people shift to a vegetarian diet or give preference to it, reduce their consumption of meat, they will in effect add to the well-being of our planet and reduce the emission of greenhouse gases. The next thing that is propagated is reduce, reuse, and recycle. Very important, RRR, not related to the very famous South Indian hit that is currently in news in India, correct? So this RRR needs to be imbibed. I always give this example in my class. The car that I use, I recently changed the tires because of wear and tear, and there were four tires which had to be just thrown away or given to the dealer from whom I bought the new ones. What did I do? I had seen this somewhere online and I thought, why not? Yes, if I am just talking and not putting in action what I talk or tell my students, yeah, there is no meaning to what I'm saying, correct? So what I did with those tires is I created seating arrangements for my garden with those tires. I'll put up a picture so that you can see what I did, how I recycled and reused my old tires. Well, this is not only with the tires. One of my friends got a gift as a t-shirt from one of her relatives who was visiting Thailand, and the t-shirt had a nicely embroidered elephant on it. But the t-shirt was so huge that two of my friends could fit in the same. So instead of just throwing away the t-shirt, what she did was just amazing. She cut the t-shirt to a size of a photo frame, and she made a photo frame for it, and it is adorning her walls with a beautiful picture of an elephant, an embroidered elephant, and a beautiful piece of art which she is hanging in her house. So it is just our creativity which we have to put to use, and see to it that we use the maximum what products we have bought for which we have paid money. The fullest of its utilization is what we should have in mind. We always in our Indian households, we always have these jokes. Even we buy some new clothes, after some days when they become old, we don't throw them away, we use them in the house, correct? After having done that, we still don't throw them away, we use it as dusting cloth, correct? So very, very good example. Maybe it is taken in a very wrong way, but that is the way it should be, correct? कोणाला काय दाखवायचंय? हाँ, किसी को कुछ दिखाने की जरूरत नहीं है, because we are spending our own money, and why not use it to the fullest of our benefit, to our benefit, correct? The next thing that UN propagates is switching to EVs. Now this India has taken up very seriously, correct? The multifold rise in the sale of electric vehicles and cars compared to last year is a good enough example. Maybe the petrol prices are one of the reasons why we are switching to EVs, but why not? Correct? We are switching to a better alternative which creates less pollution. Use eco friendly products. How many of us are consciously doing this? How many of us carry a cloth bag when we go to the market and refuse to take a plastic bag even if we have to pay more. Yes, habits are what define us. Why not do this? Isn't it very simple? My kaku, my chachi, what she does, old clothes or dresses that we have, we normally go and give it to her, and she stitches beautiful bags for all of us, which we use while going to the market, which can be folded into a small purse and fits in our purses, and we just use it every time we go out in the market for shopping. Why not do this? Why is it something to be shied away from? Is it something that will show you in a lower light? Nothing like that. Please don't worry about what people say. People will still say, even if you use a ready-made expensive bag or you use a homemade cloth bag, correct? People are going to talk because they have mouths. Absolutely. So ignore them. Be conscious about what you are doing, how your actions are going to change or affect the environment in which you are living. Yeah, we always go, whenever we go abroad, we always say "Ki the weather is so clean and the climate is so good." Why not in India? Because we are unaware about what we as individuals, if we do collectively, can bring about that change. Correct? Same is the way with segregation of the garbage. Why should our garbage be given to someone else by paying her money, by paying them money and asking them to segregate it for us? Is it not easy to do it at our own level? Correct? Why degrade another human being for your dirt? I like very, very simple things to do, and just a matter of habit. So it's high time we imbibe this habit, because, as I rightly said, we don't have any other place as of now other than Earth where we can go and reside. So better take care of what we have and see to it that it long lasts for our children and their grandchildren and the generations to come. I hope I have added a little value to the way you think and behave and spend your money, and what at individual level you can do for the environment. Please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and watch out for more videos from Arthaniti. Thank you. Bye.